The room was always dim, even during the day. Just one old light bulb, flickering like a dying star. It cast long, dancing shadows that played tricks on my eyes. On the wall, right behind my bed, someone had carved a symbol, a single eye. It was there when we moved in. Mom said we'd paint over it, but we never did. It just watched. Her name was Ayame. That's what the file said, anyway. Just a name on a piece of paper. But I learned something last night, something the files don't tell you. I learned something last night, something they don't want you to know. It started small. Little things you dismiss. A misplaced book, a door you swear you closed. Then it gets bolder. I remember standing in front of the old, cracked mirror in the hallway. It was morning. I was getting ready for another day of nothing. I watched myself trying to see something, anything different. I moved my hand and my reflection did too, but it was just a little late. A split-second delay, like it was thinking about it first, so I smiled. A big fake smile. And in the mirror, my reflection just stared back, no smile at all. That's when I knew. Reflections lie. They show you what you want to see, or what asterisk at asterisk wants you to see. But they aren't you. Later that evening, I was just sitting on my bed, scrolling through my phone. Anything to distract myself, right? Cat videos, dumb memes, the usual stuff. Then my phone glitched. The screen flickered and the camera app opened all by itself. I didn't touch it. The screen showed my room, the wall behind me. It was a live feed from the front-facing camera. But the angle was wrong. It was filming from asterisk behind asterisk me. I could see the back of my own head in the frame. My blood went cold. I held my breath and slowly, so slowly, I turned around. There was nothing there. Just the empty room, the flickering light. But on the wall, the carved eye, it wasn't just a carving anymore. It was open, staring right at me. The air got thick, heavy. I felt like I was breathing water. I couldn't move, couldn't scream. My heart was a drum against my ribs. All I could do was stare at the open eye on the wall, and then I blinked. It was just one blink, an instinct. But when I opened my eye, everything had changed. The room was darker, almost pitch black. The walls felt like they were pressing in on me, closer than before. The space was shrinking. And then I heard them, whispers, 100 voices, all layered on top of each other, slithering out from the corners of the room. They weren't saying words, not really. It was just a sound, a feeling. But one phrase cut through the noise, clear as a bell, right next to my ear. Don't blink again. My body was frozen, but my mind was racing. How do you not blink? How do you fight something that moves in the space between heartbeats? The whispers grew louder, more insistent. They twisted around me, coiling like snakes. I tried to focus on something, anything. The corner of my bed, a crack in the floor, but the darkness was absolute. There was nothing to see. The whispers started to form words, my name, Ayame. They said it over and over, Ayame, Ayame, Ayame. Each time, the voice was different. A child, an old man, a woman weeping. It was a chorus from hell, and I was their audience. They were telling me stories, showing me things in the darkness, things I can't unsee. Faces in the shadows, hands reaching out from the walls. They promised me secrets. They promised me the truth. All I had to do was join them. I knew I couldn't stay here. I had to get out. I tried to push myself up to stand, but my limbs wouldn't obey. It was like the darkness had weight, pitting me to the floor. The open eye on the wall burned in my memory. It wasn't just watching anymore. It was pulling me in. The whispers told me it was useless to fight. They said this room was my home now. This darkness was my world. Don't blink again. The command echoed not just in the air, but inside my own head. My eyes were burning, dry and raw. Tears streamed down my face, but I fought the urge. Because I knew with a certainty that chilled me to my soul what would happen if I blinked a second time. I would disappear. I would become one of them, another whisper in the dark. And so I stared. I stared into the suffocating blackness, my vision blurring, my sanity fraying. How long has it been? Minutes? Hours? Days? Time doesn't exist in here. There is only the darkness, the whispers, and the unblinking eye. But then a thought surfaced through the terror. A cold, sharp piece of clarity. It wasn't invited. It didn't break in. It was always here, waiting. In the cracks in the mirror, in the glitches of a screen, in the shadows that dance at the edge of your vision. I didn't invite it. I noticed it. And that was my mistake. Noticing is an invitation, seeing is a contract. Now you've seen it too. You've noticed, so tell me. How long can you go without blinking? The truth isn't something you find. It's something that finds you. It hunts you in the quiet moments. It wears your face in the mirror. It speaks to you from the static of your phone. I learned this. I am Ayame, and I am what you see when you look too long into the dark. I am the reflection that doesn't smile back. I am the watcher behind your own eyes. I didn't invite this power. I just noticed it was there all along. And now I see everything. I see you right now, watching me. You think this is just a story. You think you're safe on the other side of the screen. But you've looked into my eyes. You've heard the whispers. You've seen the symbol. The connection is made. The eye is open, and I'm watching. So whatever you do, don't blink. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe if you dare.